Hey cuties, PeachY here, welcome back to a new video, and in this video we have a bunch of Monster High tea to cover from first listings of G3 Abbey and Clawd dolls coming out very soon, G3 Cleo Prototype doll in her original pants look, Monster High restocks happening all over the US, and a bunch more tea, so stay tuned and let's get into it. Starting off with these new restocks happening all over the US, it does seem like Mattel is finally starting to catch up with all these, orders and backed up orders and just a bunch of restocks. So it's finally happening. They're finally actually restocking shelves on Walmart and Target. Starting off here in Wisconsin, in this Walmart, we can see a bunch of the pre-productions and G3 dolls that are not really too hard to find. They're much more easier to find than the alumni releases. So it's really awesome to see that the pre-productions are finally getting back in the game again. They're finally seeing the light of day. By the way, thanks to @Cleo's Nile on Instagram for sharing these news. Here on their story, they also showed that someone else found pre-productions in their local Walmart. The location here is not really clear, but basically it's really exciting. And I think all these sources are coming from Facebook, from a Facebook group. We can even see a full display here of the pre-productions in Alabama at a Walmart. So that's really cool that they're setting up these displays finally and getting more restock in the first place. Now people have been wondering if this is restock really, or if it's just like taking from the back, like maybe stores just had from the back and they just never put it out in the front. I don't know. I do think it's restock because it's happening like very like at various locations in the US, and it's happening like right now. So I do think that like Mattel is just finally shipping out different shipments of these pre-productions and also real drama dolls. Thanks to Koneko Script on Instagram, they shared this picture of what seems to be a Toys R Us, or like I'm not sure what toy store this is, but it's in Canada actually, New Brunswick. I thought it was in the US, but this is actually in Canada. But still a restock of the real drama dolls nonetheless, which is still a really good sign, because obviously we all thought that real drama at one point there was like seriously discontinued, but thankfully they are not. They are just really backed up on orders, and the orders got canceled, not the actual like dolls themselves. So that's really it's a really good sign. I finally something good coming out from Mattel, response of some sorts, that they are working on production and it's coming out very soon, very shortly. I'm thinking like in the spring, the co-productions and real drama dolls will become much more easily available in the US and Canada. Now, international fans, that's a completely different story. But hey, at least in the US they'll become more available, and that's a great start no matter what. And thanks to our Monster High Retro at Monster High Updates 2022, we also can see here that the Holiday Draculaura dolls are also getting restocked, specifically here in San Benito, Texas at a Walmart. So that's also a very good sign that these Holiday Draculaura dolls are also going to get more available in the US. It's not only the dolls though, we're also getting more restocks of the Hot Topic Draculaura Haute Couture and Haute Couture bag, because Hot Topic has all these like bags, makeup stuff, and like outfit pieces that are kind of inspired by the Haute Couture launch, and so those are also getting restocked, specifically the coffin-shaped Draculaura Haute Couture bag that's really been popular. So that's really also a great sign, because that bag sold out in minutes. So I'm really happy that it's getting more available, and it's a really cute bag. I wish we had a Hot Topic here in Europe or something, but we don't. So what's the equivalent of a Hot Topic here in Europe? I don't think there is one. We do have some good news for international fans, specifically in the UK. The Mattel.com website shows the release date of December 22nd for the new Monster High dolls on the Mattel website. So if that's the release date for the UK, then I think it's safe to assume that in the rest of Europe, spring is a safe bet for the new Monster High dolls to come out. I mean, we already saw the website for Smith's Toys in the UK that they're gonna carry them, also here in Germany and stuff. So I feel like that's a great sign. Moving on, we have some more new pictures for the Monster High Monster Ball party line. Yeah, it's like a prom line, like Dawn of the Dance. So previously we had a like front up, like face up close look of the Draculaura head here, and now we have a closer look at the the top of her head, so her hairstyle. Now, what we couldn't see before is that she has tinsel. Yes, this Draculaura doll does seem to have tinsel, like purple tinsel in her hair. The hairstyle is really pretty here. I feel like it's a different head probably because the hair just looks way better styled. It's obviously also in a hairnet, so it looks really cute. I can't wait to see like what the actual vision is supposed to be like for these dolls, because we also have this close-up look thanks to Cleo's Nile of what seems to be that same Draculaura head and a Laguna head for the monster ball. So that's gonna be very exciting to see how they actually will look like. Now let's get to the juicy part, which is the Target listings for the Monster High G3 Abbey and Clawd dolls, and also a Monster High student lounge. So yeah, these are all new playset and then new dolls and the listings in the Target system. Now for the Monster High Abbey and Clawd dolls, they're probably gonna they're most likely gonna retail at $24.94. By the way, thanks to Monster MH Updates 2022 and Cleo's Nile for this information. And then the student lounge probably will cost around the same price like the coffin bean, which how much did a coffin bean cost? Like 40, 30, I'm not sure, but probably around that same price, which is great because we're getting more playsets. We got the bedroom, we got the coffin bean, now we're getting the student lounge, and we also know we're gonna get more places of like Laguna's bedroom. So yeah, very cool to see. Also like a Cleo something, I don't know. Anyways, so Abbey and Clawd, we're finally gonna get them as dolls. Now Abbey, she hasn't made her appearance in the show yet. All we have is her leak, the concept art leak. Now we do know she's coming, obviously, because the listing is obviously already in the Target system. But it's interesting because Clawd, we already saw in the show, we already got to see him. We already got the concept art for him also came out at the same time like Abby's did. So I think that means that Abbey might get her introduction really soon. I would even bet that perhaps for like a Christmas episode that would fit in very well for the snow theme that she also has, obviously being a Yeti and all. So my prediction is that we're gonna get to see Abbey very soon, probably hopefully for like a special Christmas episode. And then they will both release in a new series 2-wave coming in spring, supposedly. I don't know, speculations, but I feel like that this all just makes sense just from a marketing standpoint, from a release standpoint. I feel like this is just very clever and very exciting because Abbey, Clawd, I mean, these are two very big characters, and Clawd, I mean, everyone loves Clawd. I can't wait to see what he's gonna look like. And so since he's gonna be the boy in series 2, I do think we're gonna have to wait till series 3 to get Manny or Heath, unfortunately, or they might surprise us and release 2 boys in one series. Who knows? But yeah, this is very exciting. I can't wait to see what Abby's going to look like in a show and what they're both going to look like in their doll versions. And then the student lounge, also very exciting. We have some Monster High live action sequel news here as well, thanks to the director Todd Holland on Instagram. He posted this picture of the crew all together in one of their older shootings. I believe these were like one of the first like test shootings they had, because obviously Frankie here looks very different. That skin tone is I don't know is it just me or is it just like very bright, much brighter. So but these it looks like this picture was taken like as test shots for the characters in their full looks. And he wrote in a caption that they're sophomores now and that production starts in exactly 1 month, so basically January. So this is very exciting news. They're really coming along very quickly with the production for the sequel, which is no surprise because they announced the sequel very, very quick after the release of the first movie. And release date is supposed to be next year, so next Halloween, like in October, same time next year, 2023. I can't believe that like in a few weeks this video, it won't make sense because it's already going to be 2023 and it's, oh my god, time. Anyways, lastly, we also have some concept art of Cleo that revealed our first look at the Cleo doll and what she was supposed to look like. So this, if you don't know, this Cleo doll that we see now, By the way, thanks to Cleo's Nile and Courtly Jester for uploading these pictures, and also sharing and at the DOLLS as well for sharing the clearer pictures later on. But basically, if you don't know, the story goes that the reason why Cleo is wearing a completely different outfit on the back of the box, you know, for her artwork, she's wearing the pants version, and here the actual prototype doll is also wearing a pair of pants, you know, wedges, and then the top is slightly different. The top on the artwork is like blue, and then the top here is like black, and the hairstyle is also a little bit different. But basically, this whole look, they did a test with kids to see how they would respond, and they didn't like it. Kids did not respond well to this design and look with the pants, so they had to change up the look last minute, and that's why the artwork still looks like with the pants, and but the doll looks completely different from the artwork now. So that's really funny. I don't know why kids did not like it. I mean, maybe the black top is like too serious, I don't know, but the pants look really cute. Maybe pants are just not too fun anymore, like not fun enough for kids. But basically, this was how Cleo was supposed to look like, and I think she looks great. And also this custom by at Zenith Dolls on Instagram, this custom looks awesome. I mean, the pants, and obviously it looks different because it's a custom, but I love this outfit. I feel like the outfit on the back of the box, like the artwork with the side part and the brighter blue top instead of like the black, I feel like this whole outfit could have been such a look, such a fiery slay look. Such a terrific look. I just like it. I like it. And they did an awesome job here with the pants and the top. It really, I was almost convinced that this was like, oh my god, this is kind of like a variation of Cleo, like a cheap, like a budget version of Cleo, like they did with the Frankie, Claudine, and Dracula dolls that have budget versions also. She looks great. She looks great, and I really wish they would have kept this design for her. But I guess, you know, if they did test runs with kids and they just didn't respond, and you know, obviously kids are the main audience for these dolls, they had to change it. So I understand it. But obviously, now that the dolls are out, I really hope that they do consider releasing this design of Cleo in the future, because it looks great. I feel like she looks great, and it's a wasted opportunity if they don't. So, but yeah, she looks, I love it so much. And yeah, that was the video. I hope y'all enjoyed. Leave me a like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you haven't already, so you don't miss out when I post more content like this coming your way daily, and keeping you up to date with all the dolls you love. Stay safe, be kind. I hope this next time stay peachy. Kisses.